All right, Team Impact, we are rolling on. We are moving on to lesson 4, multiplying fractions. So this is a fun lesson. So we're going to be working on this guided note packet. Then we're going to be doing homework. I think we have 1 to 10 tonight on it. I'll show you that in a minute, but let's get into this thing, okay? All right, so to multiply fractions is pretty easy, all right? If they're simple fractions, you can multiply the top and the bottom and get the same answer. So watch what I mean. So we're going to go 3/8 times 5/6. So generally, when we multiply, we could multiply the top and get an answer, and we can multiply the bottom. And generally what happens is if we multiply it like this, we end up with a fraction that needs to be reduced. And then we would simplify that down, right? So we would simplify both of these down and divide both by 3 and end up with 5/16. Okay, so there's an easier way, all right, instead of reducing on the back end, what we're going to want to do is reduce on the front end. So let me rewrite this, and I'm going to do it in red so you can see the difference. So we have 3/8 times 5/6, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a combination of top to bottom, and we call this factoring, top to bottom that has the same common factor that can be divided by it. So what do I mean? Well, I see 6 and 3 right here. So when I look at 6 and 3, all right, I'm going to divide both of these by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and multiply these through. 1 times 5 is 5, and 8 times 2 is 16, and we're going to circle that final answer. Okay? So it's a little bit easier to factor on the front end rather than the back end. Let's go again. We have 2/5 times 7/8. Okay, and we're looking for a top to bottom combination. It can't be bottom to bottom or top to top. So we're going to factor out a 2. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 8 4 times. 1 times 7 is 7. 5 times 4 is 20. And I circle my final answer. You see, if there's nothing left to factor on the front end, I know that's reduced. Number 3. Number 3 is 7/16, right, times. Now, what I'm going to do is switch this to an improper fraction. So 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6, 6/5. You see, all I did was switch that to an improper. We can't multiply or divide, for that matter, a mixed number. Okay, so let's take a peek at this. Top to bottom combination, these are both divisible by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 7 times 3 is 21. 8 times 5 is 40, and that is simplified. Let's go again. Number 4. Let's go ahead and switch this to 4/3 times 16 and 5 is 21/8. Okay, and that's a 3. It doesn't look like a 3. It kind of blended in there, didn't it? All right, top to bottom combination, I clearly see 4 and 8 are compatible, right? 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 3 and 7 are also compatible. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 21 7 times. Let's multiply it through. 7 over 2. And we want to switch that back to a mixed number. So that's going to equal 3.5. Okay? I guess I could circle that for you. All right, number 5. Let's go. You can pause this at any time and work ahead and check it. 16 and 3 is 19 over 8 times 7 and 5 is 12/7. Mixed to impropers. Okay, so top to bottom combination, I see these are both divisible by 2, but I think there's a bigger one. Wait a second. Won't 4 go into both of those? 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Is there anything else that I can reduce? No. Let's go. Okay, so now we're going to multiply 19 times 3, and we're going to get 57. 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, And I'm going to actually have to divide this out because it's a little bit bigger than I like to do mentally. 4 fours are 16, 56, 1. So it's 4 and 1/14. Okay. Let's take a peek at number 6. 5 fourths times 37 tenths. I see right now, top to bottom, 5 goes into both of those. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 1 times 37 is 37. That's 8. Now, this is probably one we could do mentally, right? 8 goes into 37 4 times. 37 minus 32 is 5/8. 4 and 5/8. So if you can't go from here to there, it's okay. Write it down on paper. Let's flip the page and keep going. Okay. So we're probably going to end up doing maybe 3 more of these because I'm going to run out of time. But anyway, let's take a look at this. So I have 2 9 times 1 and 5/8. 18 and 2 is 20/9 times 13/8. We're going to factor both of these. We're going to factor a 4 out of it, right? So 8 divided by 4 is 2. 20 divided by 4 is 5. Nothing left. Let's go. 5 times 13, I believe, is 65. 9 times 2 is 18. And 65 over 18 will equal 3 and 11/18. I just saved a little bit of time and did it in my head. Okay? All right, I'd like to get down here a little bit more to these triple stacks. So let's do one more, and let's take a look at number 10. So I have number 10. 10 times 4 is 40, plus 9 is 49 over 10. Times 5 over 1. To put this in fraction form, we put it over 1. Let's factor out. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into that 2 times. 49 times 1 is 49. 2 times 1 is 2. Right? So, setting these up is probably more difficult than the math at times, right? So, that ends up being 24 and 1/2. Okay, so we're starting to do those mentally. Let's take a peek at number 11. 11 reads 2 and 5/6 plus this plus times that. So we're going to go ahead and take care of this, and then we'll bring that 2 and 5/6 down. So 12 and 3 is 15 over 4 times 6/5. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into that 3 times. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into that 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. Now, okay, now I'm going to switch this to a mixed number because I have to add it to that mixed number. So that's going to equal 4 1/2. Okay? Now, we bring our 2 and 5/6 down. Sorry. And I'm going to bring this. Now, I need to rewrite this with a denominator of 6. So, 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. Let's add them up. And we end up with 6 and 8 over 6. All kinds of math here. It's crazy, right? Now, 8 over 6, and I'm not going to use this one, so 8 over 6 equals 1 and actually, you know what? Let's go back. Let's simplify that real quick. Let's divide both of those by 2. So it's going to be 6 comes over. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now, let's go ahead and switch that. So I took 4/3 and switched it to 1 1/3. I added to my 6, and I end up with 7 1/3. Okay, and we're not going to worry about that one. So, a lot of math here. Let's take a peek at number 14. Okay. The furthest Jack has run was 3 7/15 of a mile. If he runs 1 1/4 times further than the longest run, how far did he run? Let's go. 3 7/15 times 1 1/4. 15 times 3 is 45, and 7 is 52/15 times 5/4. Let you get caught up there. Go ahead and factor out a 5, and let's factor a 2 out. 4 divided by 2, half of 52 is 26. Oh, guess what? It will go again. All right? 2 goes into 2 once. 2 goes into 26 13 times. So now we have something very nice to work with. 13 times 1 is 13. 3 times 1 is 3. And 13/3 equals 4 1/3. Miles. So, good start today. That's about a 12-minute clip going over the lesson. Your homework tonight will be numbers 1 through 10. Okay, for homework. Have a good day.